to another episode of Top 5 Wednesday. And this week's topic, hands down, it's my most favorite topic to talk about. Like, I really want to talk about this topic for so long now. And thanks to Top 5 Wednesday that I got to talk and express my feeling about it. So this week's topic, it's about top 5 character I defend. So prepare yourself, take a seat, because this ride will going to be hella epic. First of all, aware of spoiler. If you don't want to listen to me talk about certain characters, you just can mute the video because I will ramble and defend them to the end of the earth. Second, most of these characters are a bunch of assholes. I admit that, but I can see that they can change in the future and I have faith in them. Let's get on with it. So, in my number 5 is Eric from The Phantom of the Opera. I read this when I was in high school, early high school, when I was 13 or 14, and this book speaks volume to me. It's one of my favorite books that I need to read for school, and I just can't stop talking about this book for the whole year. So, if you haven't read this book, it's about a phantom in the opera house in France, and just know that. Just dive into it without knowing anything because this will be fun. I promise you. So, let's talk about Eric. Eric. I know most people love Raoul and despise Eric for what he's done to Christine and other people in the opera house, but first of all, you cannot blame him. He was born that way, and his mother leave him be without taking care of him and just leave him. I can't remember because it's been so long since I read this book. He doesn't get the love he deserves, and that kind of thing really full up of people's hatred and vengeance. So I will defend Eric from Phantom of the Opera to the end of the earth because he deserves more than that. Christine, I'm talking to you. You don't deserve him. Go back to Raoul. Just go. So, number 4 is Nikhil D'Angelo from Percy Jackson's Saga. Honestly speaking, he's a brat. Nikhil is young and he got his sister to cater to his needs. And for the time between Titan Curse and Son of Neptune, which is the second book in the Heroes of Olympus, I would like to slap that guy in the face, and I also would like to comfort him because his life is so fucked up, man. I really understand that as a teenagers we have our anger and angst, and I just really defend Nikhil D'Angelo because in Heroes of Olympus we can see he grew up to be a wonderful man. He just wants to prove to his dad that he is a person, he is a good son, and he would like to do something to both Cam, and it just warmed my heart. So number 3 spot, it's Dorian Gray from The Picture of Dorian Gray from Oscar Wilde. This is one of my favorite classic ever, one of the first classic I've ever read, and I read it when I was 11 or 12, something like that. And I can understand certain people who get annoyed and really pissed off with Dorian, but you cannot blame him. He's young. The character that I totally blame is Henry or Harry. I kind of mixed up the other character name. So as I said before, he's young, he's full of life, and he just wants to stay that way because from what people say all around him, he got a really good features, he's beautiful, he's sculptured. And if you keep saying that to a young person, he's becoming vain and he really wants to maintain his appearance. So you cannot blame him for wanting to transfer his soul to his portrait without him knowing. God damn it, Henry. So I will defend Dorian because by the end of this book, he really realized what he's done wrong and he wants to righten up everything, and he feels so guilty about it, and I'm just so proud of Dorian and every Dorian ever exists in the literature book. So kudos to all Dorian who gone through a really tough life and risen up to the top. So Number second spot for my top list is Selenaardothien from the Throne of Glass series. For the first two books I read, Selena kind of pissed me off and annoyed me because she's just so arrogant and she's just like think everybody's not as perfect and as awesome as she is, and she's stuck up bitch, honestly speaking. But when I read Air of Fire, we can see she growing up. She embraced about her heritage, she embraced her past, and it's just really an eye-opening moment for me, for a character. And when I pick Assassin Blade, wow guys, this book really opened up my eyes about Selena's whole life. You cannot blame a girl when she saw her parents being slaughtered and all the person she loved being ripped away from her and being trained to be the most powerful assassin in the land. So she kinda grow up to be a bitch, but you cannot blame her because that is the life she lived in for the past 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. My mind is all muddled up, but I will defend Selena and whoever she wished to end up with. Tone down a bit with the ship war, guys. Yeah. So, number first spot of this top 5 character I defend, I guess most of you may know, it's Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter series. I know what you're talking about. Draco? Why are you defend Draco? First of all, I admit that he's a twat. For the first 4 or 5 books, he's a bully, he's a prat, he's a prick, he's a git, he's everything that everyone would hate in the book because he bullied our main trio. But let's be real now, let's be real. He grew up in a very rich and very comfortable family. He's one of the wealthiest family in the wizarding world. He's one of the first pureblood line in the wizarding world. He grew up being thought that he is the most powerful and influential and perfect human being because he's rich, he's got brain, he's wealthy, and he's a pureblood. So when he goes to school, he still thinks that I am higher level than any one of you. Bow to me. Yeah, he grew up being thought that way. So he kinda interpreted it literally and affect everyone around him. I know when we grow up as a teenager, we've been stupid, we've been angsty. I understand some people who hated him, but starting from Half-Blood Prince, you can see that he's changing. He's growing up. He's realizing that the world is full of hatred and blood purity and lies and it's just so many darkness. I know he's an asshole, he's a bully, he's a rich snobby prat kid, but doesn't that make you realize that we know someone like that? Think about it again. Yes, James Potter. So as you can see, him and James Potter have a bit of similarities. First of all, they're both pureblood. Second, they're rich. Third, they both is a bully. So if you can forgive James Potter for being a bully, why can't you forgive Draco as well? Okay, I know what you're thinking, but he's a Death Eater. He's the reason Dumbledore's dead. In Half-Blood Prince, realizing his mistake, he don't want to be part of this war. I think Draco Malfoy has a lot of arc as a character, and I will defend Draco Lucius Malfoy to the end of my breath. So I think that's all for my top 5 Wednesday. And this topic is a bit brutal, and I'm sorry if I hurt any one of your feelings, but I really want to hear from you which character you will defend, because maybe we have the same one or maybe we disagree something, but know that I respect your opinions and you should respect mine. So I will meet you again in another top 5 Wednesday video next month. Happy reading, keep on fangirling. I'm Amelia, talk to you guys next time. Ciao! Phantom of the Opera! So if you want more details on Top 5 Wednesday group, click the link down below to join us.